why owner financing is just the cream of the crop.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still so new to it too. And so before it was just standard purchase sale agreements that I worked with of just a standard cash out. Here's what I'm offering you when everything's all said and done.
Yeah,
Here's what
same.
I'm giving you for earnest money to essentially carry the deal until we fully close in and can fund it. I'm going to go out and find a partner to
Hmm.
fund this, or I'm going to find a way to fund it myself through hard money,
Right.
cash, or whatever it is. Owner financing now allows me to have the understanding that there's a way for me to essentially treat the owner like a bank, for them
Right.
to carry essentially a loan on the property, for me to then come in, do work to it, increase the value, but also for them to make in a set amount of percentage or whatever it is that we can agree upon of a monthly payment, for them to continue to make money on their property, but no longer have to deal with, X, Y, or Z, which would be tenants, remodeling costs, or anything like that. So they get to continue to make money on the property while I get to do everything that I had planned for it and carry out a note, which our standard terms are between 4 to 5 years.
So
And
if you
then
were coming in and you got an owner finance deal and you decided like, okay, I'm going to flip it and you have to pay them an X amount per month.
Correct.
You're going out and getting the loan to cover that. And then, so just upon completion, I'm trying to explain to people why that's so great.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when you make your profit, you give them their balloon payment.
Correct. So you have essentially the length of the term to completely finalize your deal. So if a project is going to take you 18 to 20, 12 to 18 months to finalize, and let's just use quick math for example, I buy a property for $1 million, and I find a way to pay them 10% up front and say I'm going to give you $100,000 at closing,
Right.
and pay you a 4.2% interest on the property for the next 5 years. So then I'm paying them $4,200 a month.
Right.
And let's just use another example. It's a fourplex.
Yeah.
And the rents before were renting out at $1,000, but I'm coming in and I'm now putting in TI increase ARV and getting it up to where I can rent it out at standard Seattle rental rate, which would be $2,800.
Right, exactly.
We'll use easy math and we'll just do $3,000. $3,000 for 4 units, $12,000. Now I'm then essentially taking my profit, paying the owner their percentage, and then profiting the X amount for the next amount of time that I have that set.
Yep.
And then at the end of the 5 years, I'm then paying them their balloon payment on what I owe them, which would be the $900,000, and I'd have the 5 years essentially to completely reap in the benefits and the profit on it. The only downfall is if you do run into a situation and you can no longer fund that
Right.
said deal, then the owner then gets to get the property back with all the new
Yes.
upgrades
everything you
and done
did.
things that you've done to it. And so it's almost a win-win for the owner. They're
Yeah.
getting money for 5 years, and if anything goes wrong, they get it back.